cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis. We are going to consider what is cost benefit analysis, the purpose of cost benefit analysis, basic principles of cost benefit analysis, components of cost benefit analysis, importance of cost benefit analysis. This is a very important topic, not just for students of economics. It is applicable anywhere as a human being that is involved in decision making. You make a lot of decisions all the time and those decisions involves your money, and you will need to benefit something. Pay attention to this important class. All right, what is cost benefit analysis? Cost benefit analysis is a systematic method of comparing total costs. Total what? Cost and total benefit. A systematic method of comparing total cost and total benefit of a policy, a decision, or a business transaction in monetary terms. When you are comparing the total cost and the total benefit of a project, a policy, or a decision in monetary terms, you are doing cost benefit analysis. Cost benefit analysis will help you to know if this is worth doing or not. Wait a minute, let's look at it. How much are we spending? How much are we going to earn? What's the benefit? When you are doing that comparison, it's called cost benefit analysis. So you have been involved in cost benefit analysis, but you don't know that this is actually what you were doing. All right. Now, that is it. I've told you what cost benefit analysis is. Let's consider the purpose of cost benefit analysis. For example, in government, the purpose of cost benefit analysis is to utilize the resources for the welfare of the people. Because when a government is about to, carry out a project, they will do a cost benefit analysis to check if the money we are going to sink into this project, the benefit to the people, you do the comparison. If the benefit is lesser than the cost, you will need to think twice. In fact, you will need to reject that proposal. So the purpose is to promote the welfare of the citizens while using available resources. Because when you fail to do cost benefit analysis, you waste the resources. You cannot spend, for example, 1 billion. Meanwhile, the value, the benefit the people are going to get is not up to 100 million. It does not make any sense. All right, so the purpose is generally the people. Let's consider the basic principle of cost benefit analysis. A project should be accepted if the benefit is larger than the cost, and rejected if the cost is larger than the benefit. When benefit is greater than cost, you accept. The project should go on. When benefit is lesser than the cost, you are meant to what? Reject the project, reject the policy, reject the decision. When benefit equals the cost, what do? You take what is called indifferent decision. Indifferent what? Decision. What's the meaning of indifferent decision? You just play a neutral, play on the neutral. You don't accept, you don't reject. You wash off your hands. You take an indifferent decision. Say, my hand no day. Anywhere where benefit no day. My hand no day. Are you following? So this is the principle. The principle is that when the benefit is greater than the cost, go ahead and accept that project. When the benefit is less than the cost, reject. When the benefit equals the cost, act indifferently, take an indifferent decision. Are you following? All right, let's consider the components of a cost benefit analysis. The component is, of course, cost benefits. Under cost, we have direct cost. Direct cost is the cost that is directly the expenses that is directly on the project. We have indirect cost. We also have direct benefits, indirect benefits. Indirect cost is cost that arise in the process of carrying out the project. Then this is a direct benefit. This is also an indirect benefit. Benefits that are not primary. The benefit that are not primary on the project is called indirect benefit. We also have tangible cost, intangible what? Cost. So we also have tangible benefits. We also have intangible benefits. All right, these are the components of cost benefit analysis. Let's consider the importance. But before then, tangible cost simply has to do with the cost that can be measured in money. Intangible cost is the cost that cannot be measured in money. Tangible benefits are benefits that can be measured in monetary terms. Intangible are the ones you cannot measure in money. So let's continue with importance. Importance of cost benefit analysis. Number one importance is that it helps in rational decision making. Rational decision making. Number two is that it helps in utilizing available scarce resources. When the resources is very scarce, you have little money. When you do cost benefit analysis, it gives you a position, it keeps you in a position of utilizing that scarce resources for a much benefit. So that's the number two importance. Number three is that it promotes economic welfare and social justice. Remember when I told you about the purpose? The purpose is to make sure that the people get maximum benefits for their welfare and to ensure that resources are used in the best possible way. All right, I will stop here. You can take a screenshot. If you have any question, drop in the comment section. Bye for now.